Still standing at the start position, and the teams are going off. We seem to be up to about number 16 away now. The start marshal has actually just been hit in the face by a custard pie, but he's continuing to start everybody off on their way. And the lady mare, S, and the mare seem to be covered in flour at the moment. But they're not letting that deter them. They seem to just be staying in there, joining in the fun. And one of the teams is now being actually threatened physically by the start marshal. Sure he doesn't mean it. Two Radio Enfield teams are under starters order. First team off is going to be team number 18 for Radio Enfield. That's the girls team. And they comprise of Susan, Donna, Cheryl, Angela, Anna and Jane. That's team number 18 for Radio Enfield. Team number 19 for Radio Enfield, who is the boys team, consists of Patrick, Matthew, Paul, Andy, David, and sitting in the pram is Ken. And they all seem to be... Yes, I think they're all ready now. Yes, and as they... No, there seems to be a slight technical hitch. They're not going yet. I can see the helmeted head of Susan, yes. And away they go into the crowd amid a hail of flour bombs, water bombs, stink bombs, you name it. It's being thrown around here. As I said before, they didn't really anticipate there being this many teams. So team number 38 are going to be the last people off round the course. And they come from the Crown and Horseshoes pub. How did you get roped into all this?
Like the rest of us. Nubbled when I was drinking.
So he still opened his mouth at the last minute. Someone said he was going to reclaim and who said him? Nothing don't mind.
I'm bleeding ignorant.
Go on. I'm going to have a word with Eddie now. He's obviously the one with the nappy on, so he's going to be the passenger in the pram. Eddie, how did you get roped into being a passenger? You're not the lightest by the looks of things.
I think that was the idea.
How much you put on tonight? 4 stone?
Nah. I only weigh 19.5 stone.
As you're going to be actually running last, have you got any special tactics?
I'm not running.
You're not running. As a team, though.
My tactics are hold on and pray.
Yo! 37?
Woo! Don't worry, this gentleman here. Are you actually going to be pushing it all together? I've seen some teams they're going to be pulling as well. Have you got any ideas on that?
I'm staying as far away as possible.
I'm just going round with a hat.
Oh, he's dropped a pen. Hey, I'm going to go and have a word with team number 36
What
now.
a good idea.
What a good idea.
All the girls.
Right, load of run.
Well, these girls all seem to be dressed up with something to do with the royal wedding by the looks of things. No. Well, Lady Diana's sitting inside the glass coach there, but I can't see Charles anywhere. Let's talk to one of the ladies dressed up as a horse. How did you get roped into this, especially being dressed up as a horse?
Well, I reckon it was my idea, but I'm innocent.
You're innocent. Oh, I see. Now, you're going to find it a bit awkward running along, attached to this pram here and dressed up as a horse?
Well, it'll be all right so long as she doesn't stop. This one stop. Well, yeah, it'll be all right so long as the one that's leading us doesn't stop.
Oh, I see.
We all sort of get trampled.
Oh, I see. You're the leader. I'll just come and have a word with the leader. Now, I've got the leader here. Your name is?
Pauline.
Pauline. Okay, Pauline. Now, you've got a bell, and I see you with a trumpet.
Bugle.
A bugle, sorry. Oh.
Division guideline.
So, would you like to give us a little rendition on the bell and trumpet for Radio Enfield? Well, yes. Hardly a bugle call. Let's have a bugle call.
Just last it. Last time.
Oh, great. She's got the wrong mouthpiece on. I'm going to go and have a word with the passenger inside, who seems to be very out of it. Hello. Hello.
Hello.
You're Lady Diana Spencer, I understand. She's just collapsed.
I didn't really want to do this.
You didn't have...
Excuse me, she's Darkness Baker from Wellington.
Oh, no. You're all anonymous on here. Look, my sheet's blank. You say you don't fancy the idea of being the passenger in here. Why is that?
It just doesn't seem very safe.
Doesn't seem very... Well, it actually looks quite safe because you've got a lot of protection here.
I don't know, I'm not so sure.
No. A lot of the other passengers seem to be facing the other way. You're not actually going to be seeing where you're going. Do you think that's...
Better.
Better? So you'll see where you've been. You'll be able to see the first team catching you up. OK, thanks very much and I wish you a lot of luck. Team number 3 coming towards you, and they're carrying their pram. What's happened to your pram?
Bloody wheels have fell off, haven't they?
Oh, no. Who was in it when you were...
I was in it when it started to break, and she broke it all together.
Are they going to make you pay for it?
It's the IPA in the stag, it's so strong, let the pram fall to bits.
Which team are you from?
We're Civic Centre.
We're Civic Centre Shirkers and one.
Right.
As you can see from the construction of the pram. Yes.
Well, there's a nice big crowd waiting outside the Jolly Butchers for you. How's the drinking going? Are you holding up?
Yeah.
We never see it.
You don't see it?
Yeah, we drink it all. Lovely.
Ah.
Beautiful stuff.
You'll have to start letting the ladies have a few drops because I think they're getting a bit bushed.
Well, yeah, give them a bit of a revival.
Yeah. OK then.
Right,
Thanks.
cheers.
Cheers. Madam, what do you think of all these people going by your window?
Lovely. It's nice to see all this going on instead of all these terrible things here lately, isn't it?
Do you know what they're actually doing it for?
No, I don't.
No, it was in the local advertiser. What they're doing a charity pram race,
Yeah.
and they're hoping to raise money for a scanner for Chase
That's
Farm
lovely.
Hospital.
That's lovely.
So actually, I can tell you that you're going to see 38 of those teams going by your window.
Smashing. Got
So
something to look forward to
have your window open, give them a bit of a cheer.
I will do, yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Very much.
Bye bye. There's another team coming along there. Team number 14. Let's go and have a word with them. Hey. Yeah. How's it going?
All right, let's go back.
Right. Your pram looks...
It's terrific.
Your pram looks like it's holding up.
Careful.
What about the money? You're getting lots of money. That's
Yeah,
the main
yeah,
thing.
they're coming up behind.
They're coming up behind you. What team are you, actually?
Cricketers.
They're cricketers.
Yeah.
Did you get a big reception when you went in there?
Of course we did.
You did.
Took the most.
Where's all your supporters? Are they following you in?
Look, all down there.
A big gang of them there. OK then. Nice big run up to the Jolly Butchers. First team I'm actually seeing here from Radio Enfield is the girls team. Hello, Susan.
Hello.
How's it going?
Very well.
Hang about.
We could do with something to sit on.
I see you've actually vacated the pram. Why is this?
It's a wheel bus.
Oh, dear.
The car park.
Well, you're not alone actually, because there's been quite a few casualties.
The boys have just had a problem because their intervenor drip fell off.
Oh dear me. Now what are they going to do? They're going to stop for a
God
transfusion.
knows what they're doing.
What about the money? Are you getting lots of money?
Not especially, we're too late.
Too late. Oh dear.
No money.
Oh dear. And what about when you actually go into the pubs? Are you getting all the drink down you?
We're too exhausted.
Hey, I'm going to go and have a word with the rest of the team now, who seem to be dawdling along very slowly. Hello, Jane. I understand you've had a bit of trouble with your pram.
Oh, yes.
What happened exactly?
Well, Susan was too heavy and the wheels buckled.
Oh, I see.
Yes.
Oh, very cutting remark there.
Well, no, she's not too heavy. Let's put it this way, the pram was too weak.
Pram was too weak.
Yes.
I'm going to go and have a word with Donna now.
Bye-bye. Me,
How are you bearing up under the strain?
I'm getting wetter and wetter.
Getting wetter and wetter. What
My
about all this?
wellies are getting heavier and heavier.
What about all this drink you've got to have when you go into the pub?
I'm enjoying that bit.
You're enjoying that bit, right? And Susan said you're not actually getting a lot of money because people.
We're getting lots of money.
You are. Oh well, there we are. We've got conflict within the team here. Donna's getting all the money. Susan isn't. Right, I'm going to go and see who else I can find now.
The best overall team was number 9. The best team was also number 9. The best pram, best decorated pram, was number 36. I'm a director of the Enfield Advertiser. We sponsored this as the first event. The team that we're awarding the £5 from Enfield Advertiser to for the best spirit of the event is number 33. It's the King's Head pub. It's all girls, but they're pushing a big man. So I think they deserve, they entered into the spirit of the event.
Right.
So they'll be getting our £5.
Okay. And the other teams, let you give them a small cup. Is it a trophy or?
The big award is for the team that raises the most money.
Oh, I
and
see.
a lot have been collecting beforehand, whatever. But it's all going to the Enfield Scanner Appeal. And I feel, as I'm the editor of the Enfield Advertiser and we've sponsored it, that this is a type of the event that highlights worthwhile charities like the Scanner and also helps to let the residents of Enfield let off steam in a generally happy manner and also I think puts a lot of heart back into Enfield as a community area.
Yeah. Well, it's been a terrific turnout. I mean, the send-off they had from here was, you know, tumultuous, really. Did you ever anticipate there'd be 38 teams?
Well, we advertised it extensively in the paper with entry forms, and they came flooded in. On Tuesday we were well over the 30, and we knew some more would come in. I think my colleague Keith Gowan, who's from Cheshunt Carnival, he organises their pram race. 38 would be very good for Cheshunt.
Yes, it would indeed, yes, certainly.
Compared to the Cheshunt Carnival, you know, how does this compare as a pram race?
It does compare very well, because a lot of the teams have put an enormous amount of work and effort into the decoration of their prams, and thought into the costumes that they're actually going to wear. They've obviously seen a lot of them, a lot of other pram races around, where a tremendous amount of thought has gone into the actual entries that are involved. And they've tried to emulate them themselves, obviously. I think as far as the pram race itself is concerned, perhaps being the first year, they're not quite as boisterous as they might end up being. But I think from the organisers' point of view, that's a good thing to start off with.
Yeah, yeah. As far as a fundraising event, though, do you feel personally that they are better than other means of raising money?
Yes, I feel that they're much better, because in the first place, the public is drawn to an event like this. It captures the imagination of the public, and they're prepared to contribute towards the effort that is actually put into it. And the teams themselves derive an enormous amount of pleasure, as you've obviously seen, from the what they actually do, and the costumes that they get into and everything. I think it's one of these events which is a winner all the way round, because the teams enjoy themselves, the public enjoy themselves, money is raised for charity, and really nobody loses on it.
I'm here with the start marshal, who is also the finish marshal as well, and I'm going to ask him, who was exactly the first team in?
Number 2 was the first team in.
Number 2, and who are they racing for?
For the Old Sergeant.
The Old Sergeant. And what about the money? Because I see you've got big piles of it in there.
Well, out of the ones that are coming so far, it appears that the Old Sergeant has got the heaviest bucket.
So they actually get a prize for that, don't they? Being first and also having the heaviest bucket, do they? Or
there's a prize for the most money collected, but it's not necessarily on the night. It could be some that's collected before as well.
Ah, I see, yeah,
so
okay.
It's the total money collected from each team.
Okay. Right, I'll let you get on with it. Thanks a lot. Ciao.
Well, we're at the end of the event now. Here's Della Bragg with me again. How's it gone?
Oh, it's gone terrific. It really has been great fun. It really has.
How did your own team do?
Very well. We don't know how much we've collected yet, but we did well. We did well.
And what you got at by any of the other
teams?
Oh,
no, we've got...
Excuse me, I don't tell you the word. A motor car has run my hooter right over the front.
Oh, dear. Did you get any money from the motorist? That's the main thing.
No, he drove away. It was a hit and run. Look at him.
It's squashed, isn't it?
It is a bit. He goes,
well done, anyway. Todd Palmer's here as well. How's it gone this evening?
Oh, it's gone terrific.
Any problems at all?
No, I don't believe there's any problems. None whatsoever. I think everything's gone quite well.
I think one or two teams seem to have had quite a little disaster with their prams on the way round. But,
I believe some had, just as they started off. Some lost the wheels, but...
Plenty of crazy foam flying around as well, I believe.
Crazy foam, flour, water.
But it's been good fun, I think, and good humoured as well.
It's been absolutely terrific. It's far exceeded what we expected.
Any idea yet of how much has been raised so far? I know there's only a few teams that have made it back this so far.
We've got no way of telling yet, but what Mrs. Bragg and myself said, I think we were going to go above the 1,000, way above the 1,000.
Jolly good. We've had quite a variety of prams entering, apart from the Radio Enfield nurses, and both teams, the girls and the boys. We've had Busby and lots of other babies, St Trinians. What's been your own particular favourite?
I've loved them all. I really have. I've loved them all. I can't pick out anyone, but I've really, it's been everyone.
Big success. Another one planned for next year, yeah?
There's got to be. There's got to be. Irrespective of who does it or what, there's got to be another one.
Thanks very much.
I'm talking to the Old Sergeant team, as you just heard the start marshal say. They were in fact the first team in, and possibly may even win the prize for having the most money, because they did have the heaviest bucket. I've got Tommy beside me here, and he's absolutely bursting to say something. Tom.
I'd like to really, I don't know what to say. Say of Mr. Jack Fairley, who's a publican and sergeant. It's made his day. Really, it's really great.
Yeah. Did he actually get the whole team together, or?
No, I got the team together, but Mr. Fairley sponsored us. And he had a lot of faith. He's had raffles in the pub, and it really meant a lot to him and his wife. Really great. Thanks.
Yeah. Okay. Would you all do it again?
Yeah!
There we are.
We're ready. We're doing that. Give us a
Great. A unanimous decision there. How far did you go?
Sergeant.
Right. Thanks a lot, lads. Well, I think the last prams have been coming in now, and I think a nice end to the evening's proceedings would be a word with Chief Superintendent Goodson, who, along with his police officers, has done a marvellous job actually controlling the people. Chief Superintendent Goodson, I think the last word must go to you.
Well, officially we don't encourage pram races because we feel that drink and prams and traffic don't in fact mix. But having said that, tonight's has been very well controlled. They've all been very orderly. We've had no problems. It's all been good humoured, and I understand a great deal of money has been made for charity, which after all is what they wanted. In fairness, I ought to say that most of the people out working from our point of view tonight are members of the Special Constabulary who have given their time free to do this work, and they are the people we should really be grateful to.
OK, well, thank you very much, Chief Superintendent Goodson. I hope you will extend our thanks, and obviously the thanks of the people who will eventually benefit from the scanner, to your police officers for doing a marvellous job. Thank you very much.